Hello, this is an introduction video for Foundations of Mathematical Reasoning. My name is Ryan Card. I'm a senior lecturer at University of Washington, Tacoma. You can just call me Ryan. So, mathematical reasoning. This is a writing course where you begin to learn the ins and outs of writing mathematical proofs. This is the textbook, Mathematical Thinking, second edition. You'll absolutely need this textbook. The homework will be assigned from it, the reading will be assigned from it. You'll be referring to definitions in the textbook as you write the proofs. So this is absolutely necessary. There are a couple of optional texts, how to prove it and how to read and do proofs. These are more for thinking about how to get started and different approaches of proofs. I intend to talk about the contents in these two books, but if you wanna, I think it's a great resource. So if you want it, you can get it. How this book is structured is that it'll first talk about some basic set theory definitions and some basics of how proofs work. And then after that, he runs across, I intend to hit the chapters where we introduce different types of number systems. So we'll start with natural numbers, and then we'll go to integers, rational numbers, and real numbers, and some properties about them, and different types of proof styles that kind of goes along with it. So originally when I designed this course, I wanted to go to complex numbers as well, but it's too much. I don't think we can get there. Anyways, those are the textbooks. In this video, I intend to go through our course syllabus and kind of tell you the expectations of how this online thing is going to work. So let's get right to it. Let's get to the course webpage. Okay. So when you log into Canvas, this is the home page for the course webpage. I will be posting lecture videos and put the links on announcements. So that's where to keep checking for like course announcements and also lecture videos. This is the syllabus page. I'll get to that in a second. This is where you can check all your assignments and quizzes and exams and everything about the class. That's where you find them. This is a link to your own Zoom account. As a UW student, you already have access to Zoom Pro account. So if you haven't used them, I'll talk you through how to set up your account and how to test them. What's going to be important in this online environment is to be able to still kind of create a learning community. So I'm going to be using Canvas. I'm going to be using this chat application called Discord. And then we'll be using like a Zoom office hours, drop-in hours. And hopefully I can get you guys to make Zoom study rooms and join each other's study rooms and try to do homework together or study for upcoming midterm or whatever. I'll talk more about that later. So this is the discussion board for the Canvas. You can check your grades here, and any files that are created for the class, you can access through there. Let's jump into the syllabus. Okay. All right. So, um, okay, that's me, Ryan Card. You could just call me Ryan. I don't know why I put my office because I'm not going to be there this quarter. You can email me here, or you could send me Canvas message. Either way, I'll reply. Here are the drop-in hours for Zoom. So you can just click this to go to my office um, drop-in hour in Zoom in these times. If you go there during other times, I probably won't be there. Lecture videos will come out twice a week, I think, on Tuesday and Thursday. So this is a special one that's there for Monday. But from now on Tuesday and Thursdays, I'll post them along with the notes. Um, okay, I already talked about the textbooks. Um, this mathematical thinking second edition, this is the one you're gonna need for sure. And these two are very good optional supplements. Okay. So here's some links to Canvas website, discussion board, and Discord server. Uh, I have no restrictions on what you can put on discussion board. So you can put, if somebody asks like a homework question, for example, you could put solutions there. You could share ideas. You could show what you've done, ask for feedback. Anything is allowed. In fact, if I see you being active and helping out on discussion board, I tend to give extra credit for that. So, so please use the discussion board. Same with the chat rooms. So uh, this Canvas does have a chat room built in, but I've never gotten my class to use those. But I've I learned from my students that students use Discord server to talk to each other. So here's a link to the server that I've created for this course. You don't need to install any app to get there. You could just use a Webpage interface to use this chat room. You can install an app if you want, but you don't have to. What I do is I usually have a tab open on Discord at any time, and when somebody posts a question there or say something, I check out what's going on in the chat room. So please check it out. And as with the discussion board, if I see you being helpful on the chat server, I give extra credits as well. So here's the grading scheme for the course. It is very homework heavy. Um, Homework is 40% of the grade, and workshops is basically like a homework uh, with some revisions. This is kind of extension of homework as well. That's over half of your grade. Um, I really minimize the midterm and final and quizzes that we have for the course to very minimal amount. This is because, well, um, it's an online setting and the environment's a little bit different, right? So this is how I'm gonna set it up. I think this will work better. Um, so homework. So how is this gonna work? So I will post weekly homeworks, usually assigned on Tuesdays, and do 1 week from that. So Tuesday and a following week, it will be due. You're gonna have to type your solutions. So this is a writing course, and it's a bit different from doing calculations in a calculus course, for example. You're gonna have to write your proof in English sentences. Even equation is really a sentence, right? When something equals something else, equal is a verb, and you're equating two things, right? So if even reading a mathematical equation fits into a sentence format, and you'll be explaining why some statement is true. So you're gonna have to learn how to type, right? So if you're taking Math 350, that's the mathematical research seminar, you will learn this mathematical typesetting software called LaTeX. It's spelled like latex, but I think it's pronounced LaTeX. If you already know how to use it or learning how to use it, I highly encourage you to use that. But I do not have time to go over LaTeX in this class. So what I expect you to do is to use word processing software. So you could use Google Docs, which is free, or if you have access to Microsoft Word, or if you use some other versions of some word processing software, that's also okay. Google Docs and Microsoft Word has built-in equation editor. Uh, let's let's look at that. So this is Google Docs. If you go to Google Docs and click on blank document, all right. What you could do is you could go to, this is kind of running slow. If you go to insert equation, I don't know why it's taking so long. You can type in stuff here. So x equals negative b. Let's see, maybe plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So you can get quadratic formula in like this. It doesn't make the fractions nice, but it'll work. Let's see, maybe I'll center this. And a lot of times when you write equations, you can name it. You can say something like equation 1 solves equation ax squared plus bx plus c. Oops. Plus vx plus c to 0, something like that. So it'll work. So I expect you to submit your solutions in typed format. When you do these typings, what I want you to do is to go to File and export. See, download. Yeah, if you go to download, you could export the files as PDFs. If you're using a word processing software, you will be able to export as a PDF. So that's what I want you to submit for your homework. Okay, let's go back to the syllabus. Okay. This learning how to write proofs, this is hard stuff. Um, so I don't want you to tackle this on your own. Please use your classmates and me, right? So use, I think Discord is the quickest way to get answers, right? So if you have a question about the homework, put it on Discord, I'm working on number 3. I'm not sure how to get started. I'm not I'm not sure what this definition is, something like that. If you put up on the Discord, I think you'll get an answer fairly quickly. If it's more involved question, maybe put it up on the discussion board. You could come ask me on drop-in hours, or if you want help from other students at any time of the day, you can kind of put up on maybe Discord saying, hey, I'm going to host a Zoom study session in half an hour. Come join me. We're going to be working on the homework, starting with problem 3 or something like that. Um, so I encourage you to work with each other, but the only thing is that once you figured out how to write up your proof, uh, please do the write-up on your own, and give credit to other people who worked with you. Say like, hey, I got help from James and for this problem, or something like that. Okay. Um, I am going to give practice quizzes. So opposed to homework questions where I expect everybody to work with each other, uh, I do want some type of assessment. But it's going to be open book and open notes, and you're going to have like a window of 24 hours to do it, right? It should only probably take like 15-20 minutes to complete, but I kind of want to give you an idea of types of questions I expect you to be able to solve on your own. um, and the exams, like when it actually comes to midterm or final time, um, if you've been doing these assessments, like you kind of used to the format and know how to do it. So uh, that's going to be practice quizzes. It's only worth 5% of your grade, and you'll have about 4 or 5 quizzes throughout the quarter. So it's really only going to be like maybe 1% each. It's barely going to make a difference to your overall grade, but it, I think having regular assessment will keep you on your toes, and I think you'd be good overall. So that's practice quizzes. Okay. I've taught this class twice, and I've learned that uh, students really like to get peer feedback. So I'm going to give you some feedback on the homework as well. But students really like when they get to read other students' proofs and get feedback on their proofs from other students as well. So we're going to have some 4 proofwriting workshops later in the quarter. I think starting with week 3 or so, where you'll get a chance to brainstorm and then write a proof, and then you'll get feedback from other students and you'll give feedback to other students, and then try to rewrite it and improve that proof that you've written originally. So we're gonna have 4 of those more involved workshops throughout the quarter. At the end of 10 weeks, you will collect the proof samples that you've written throughout the quarter, and and like reflect on them and rewrite to maybe a better version now that you've taken the class, you can write the proof a little bit better maybe. So you'll improve the proof and kind of put it in your proof writing portfolio in the end. That will come at the end of the course. It'll be 10% of your grade. Okay. And then there's going to be 2 exams. So one midterm exam around week 5 or week 6, and final exam at the finals week. These are going to be the same format as the practice quizzes. It'll be given to you. You'll have a 24-hour window to do it. It will probably only take 2 hours each to complete. But once you're done, submit it like you did with practice quizzes, and that will be it. So this is the tentative schedule for our class. Yeah, so the first 3 weeks is learning how to write proofs. And then starting with week 4, we're going to learn about natural numbers. And divisibility, we'll talk a lot about integers, then rational numbers, and then real numbers on week 10. We'll have to go through different number systems, and that's going to be the main theme that we'll learn in the course. Okay. Let's see. So these are the learning objectives you're supposed to, that I'll try to cover this quarter. At the end of the syllabus, there's a link to different types of service statements. So if you've been here at University of Washington, you know what's there. Maybe you've seen it in other syllabi. If you click it, you'll go through all the services you have access to for University of Washington. I did specifically write out 2 new service statements. Maybe you haven't seen these before. One is about student conducting remote learning context. This came up because now it's an online quarter. It's a little bit weird, but the new expectations about intellectual property and I think online bullying and recording each other. So you shouldn't be recording other students. There's some privacy laws that protect students, like FERPA laws. I have no problems with you sharing my videos. In fact, I intend to collect all my videos and put it up on YouTube. As long as you're trying not to make money off of me, or like you can share my videos, no problem. Maybe give me credit. Maybe that's all I ask for. And then there's some religious accommodation service statement. So let me know if you have some restrictions that comes from your religious beliefs, and then we'll try to accommodate as much as possible. Okay, so that's pretty much the syllabi. And if you have any questions, email me or put it on discussion board. I want to ask you to do 3 things. So things to do. Number 1 thing to do is I want you to start up your Zoom Pro account. So please go to this website, https://washington.zoom.us. If you log in with your UWNet ID, you will be able to get your Zoom account. I want you to install a client, start a meeting by yourself, and see if you can use this Zoom thing, right? So Please test audio, like make sure your speaker works and make sure your laptop has a microphone built in, or if you have a microphone you can plug in, please get that to work. And then see if you could do video as well. Um, and because I want you to use this as a, like a maybe possible study sessions, I want you to try sharing a window as well. You could try sharing a whiteboard where you can write on, like write mathematics with your mouse or stylus if you have a tablet. Um, and also try sharing the window with Google Docs and see if you can type and uh, put up, put that up on your meeting session. So that's one thing I want you to try. Two more things. I want you to log into Discord. So click on the Discord invite and join the math reasoning server. That is the link you can get through at the homepage from the Canvas. You don't need to install any apps for this. You could just use the Webpage interface. You could install an app if you want, but you don't have to. I want you to try logging in and then just to say that you came in, say who you are and what you intend to measure. So please do that. Try that out. Number three, the last thing I want you to try is get to Canvas discussion board. I want you to post uh, on, so there's already, if you go there, there's already a discussion question. What movies have you seen lately? I want you to go there and make a post, like tell me what movie you've seen recently, or if you haven't seen a movie, maybe a TV show series or whatever you want to talk about. And once you post, you will be able to see other students' posts as well, and you can read through them. And I allowed likes, so you can like other people's movies and respond if you like. I just want you to know how the discussion board works if you've never used it, right? So those are the three things I want you to try, and that's it for today. All right, so new lecture with actual content will be uploaded tomorrow on Tuesday. So I'll see you then.